Hello, my dear students. I am Alamgir Kabir, Assistant Teacher English, IET Government High School, Naranganj. As I have declared in my last classes that today I will give you one lesson from English for today, this board book. Just turn over the topics you find here. Yes, in my last class I discussed about different people, different categories. Lesson 3. Today I will discuss about lesson 4. Okay, here you find lesson 4. This is part 2, river gypsies in Bangladesh. Okay, here are some words, keywords. We are using here some keywords, new words. Let us know about the meaning of these words. Survive. Survive means to live. Used to means it is a prepositional phrase. You find to here. So used to, that is you are doing something as your habit. That is used to. That is in short you can say is habituated. Then inherit to receive property from your parents or grandfather, like this. Inherit, you are receiving some assets or like this. Okay, here I have already written the word meaning. Now come to the page. Okay, this is unit 7, lesson 4. Survive, to live, used to, habituated. Then inherit, to receive property. It may be from your parents, it may be from your grandfather, like this, who are whom you have relation by blood. Okay, then come to this mainstream. Okay, here you find mainstream. Mainstreams means main part. Mainstreams mean the main part citizen of a country. Okay, then PT means very small. It is a one kind of teeny thing. Trick, it means a method. Here you find the meaning is cheat, to deceive with somebody. And here is another word, integral part. It is entire part, whole part, or very much meaningful part of anything. Then you find community. Community means society where we live. Then you find settle. Settle means to fix by agreement. Something settle means you are solving some problem by discussing with others. It is settle. Then urbanize. Urbanize means make urban or town. Nowadays you find the villages are turning to urban or cities. Another word is urban. Urbanize, it is one kind of verb. Urban, it is adjective. So urban means city or town. Okay, so these keywords I have already told. Now let us go to the text. Before going to the text, we find here in your textbook, we find here pictures. These pictures we find the boatman and two boats, and some children are waiting for this baby, for this child. And as they have books with them, we may easily understand they are students. Okay, just to turn over the page number 86. You find here it is a big board, and over this board there are one person, one teacher who is teaching over this board. And this is one kind of place where they are getting knowledge from these teachers, and they have they are doing classes over a running board. Okay, this is very much charming, but at the same time, when the weather is rough, it is not charming, it is very much hurtful for them. Okay, so over these two pictures, now come to this textbook. We find here this is the part 2 of river gypsies. Now I read out these places and you just attentively hear. Okay, river gypsies in Bangladesh are having various problems. Okay, they have different problems. So this page is about their problems. Last lesson we heard about their activities. Now we are discussing about their problems. Okay, first, this is the first point. Bangladesh is getting urbanized very rapidly. You know, Bangladesh has many kinds of villages, but these villages are day by day turning to the city. Ah, so they are getting rapidly. Gypsies people are losing their customers in urban population. When village turns into urban, ah, the gypsies people are losing their customers because most of the villagers are the main customers for the gypsies. So this is first problem of gypsies. Hence, so their income is threatened. They are gradually losing their income. Threatened means they are now in threat. This is the first reason. Our country, our villages are turning into urban or city. Now secondly, 24,000 kilometers of previous waterways has shortened into only 6,000 kilometers in the country in dry season. So we are losing our water bodies day by day. In the past it was 24,000, but now it is 6,000. So if you analyze these two figures, you find 4 times less. Okay, 6 into 4 equal 24,000. So 4 times less we are losing our river bodies or water bodies very rapidly. So this is the second cause of river gypsies people problem. Now scientists believe that Bangladesh will be worst affected by global climate change. As you know, Bangladesh is a very low-lying land, so when the temperature is higher, then Bangladesh will be very much affected than other countries. The unpredictable rain and drying out of rivers have made boat movement heavily restricted. So you find rivers or water bodies are shrinking and there is no timely rain, so our rivers are drying out. So that's why their movement, the river gypsies movement, are heavily restricted, are getting confined. This is the second reason. And thirdly, we find many river gypsies are changing their lifestyle in the context of changed reality. As everything is changing, so some river gypsies are changing their occupations. So they are not doing what they did in the past. They are changing their occupations. They are thinking of living. Permanently on land. Some river gypsies are getting out of the riverside. They come to the permanent land. The authority feels that river gypsies need help to survive in the mainstream population as other people of our country living normally. So the concerned authority, they are feeling that river gypsies need help. Okay, they also need help to come to the mainstream people, as the mainstream people are enjoying the every kind of rights, so they have the same kind of rights. Therefore the government is offering voting rights. For example, they have no vote right in the past, so voting rights, permanent housings, bank loan facilities. However, the government is trying to offer this kind of facilities to the river gypsies people. However, changes do not come overnight. You know, there is a huge population. They are doing river gypsies occupation, so change cannot come overnight. It will take time. Traditionally, river gypsies are used to water life. They are very much habituated to water life. They have inherited for their forefathers necessary life skills to survive in waters. They have some qualities which they got from their ancestral people, their father or their grandfather. They have different kind of life skills to survive. To survive means to live. They have no education and training to adapt to mainstream modern society, as they are out of very much facilities of the modern life. So moreover they have no education or training, so they cannot keep pace with the mainstream modern society, that is educated people or city people. They cannot adapt, they cannot mingle with the city people because they have no education or they have no training. So the authority feels the need to bring them under formal education network. As the mainstream people are enjoying education rights, so the concerned authority or government or some NGOs are trying to bring them in the formal education network, but they have no permanent living place. Gypsies children are born and brought up on roaming boats. They born on roaming boats, they brought up on roaming boats. The roaming boats are same, they have no permanent residence. So this is a problem where they go. Therefore, to solve this problem, they cannot go to conventional schools. Conventional means traditional schools where we are teaching or where you are getting lesson, and hence mobile boats school are coming up for gypsy children. So this is another technique, this is another method. So that's why this you see this picture, mobile boats, those which are moving on the rivers and at the same time they are getting education. So some voluntary organizations are running special schools. This is one kind of very much special schools on boats to educate river gypsy children in some areas. Okay, in some areas of our country where there are much more river, then some volunteers or some NGOs are doing this kind of jobs. Okay, so this is the lesson. I think you better understand. Now there are some prescribed questions for you. Question number 1: what are the main problems that river gypsies are facing? We have already found many kinds of problems. According to you, what are the main problems? Okay. Then what is the effect of global climate change in Bangladesh? If the climate change or temperature is high, then what will happen in Bangladesh? How Bangladesh will be affected? This is question number 2. Now 3: where are river gypsies thinking of changing their lifestyle? Okay. Why they are thinking that they are just changing their occupation? Why? Give some reason. Number 4: why can't river gypsy children go to conventional schools? What are the problems? What makes them not to go to conventional schools? This is another question. Last of all, you find who are running special schools for river gypsy children and why. Actually, the answer may be besides governments, there are some NGOs or there are some volunteer groups or volunteer organizations who are running this kind of schools. I think if you go through the pages very much carefully, you will find every kind of answer. So this is one item as I declared in my last class. This is question answers. Here you will find 4 questions in your board questions when you will prepare for JSC examination, and there will be 2 marks each. So this is one board questions. This is one question of 8 marks. Another item is MCQ, multiple choice question, another 7 mark, and last of all you will find a gap filling. There will be 5 blanks and there will be another 5 numbers. So in total, over this scene pages in total you are getting 20 marks. And if you read very much carefully this kind of pages and do the answer, I hope you will get 20 marks out of 20 because the examiner will give you good marks if your handwriting is good, if your answer is very much accurate. So in the last there is a home task for you, that is write a short composition about how can you help the gypsy children with learning. Because in giving education, how can you help as you are educated person? So there is some duties, there is some duties to the society from you. So you are very much eligible as you are educated people, so you have some duties. So what are the duties, what are the what is your duty to the gypsy children? About this you will write something. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video, and hope you will be well, and keep stay at home, keep safe, and take care of your health. Okay, thank you again. See you next time. Okay, bye bye.